So do we have any ideas at this point what led to his change of heart?
We've had sources share that it could potentially be the conditions at the Fox Hill prison that on the surface might have led to SBF changing his mind. We reported last week that his family tried to deliver vegan food to him, for example, unsuccessfully. But more than that, sources have said that potentially what is leading to this has to do with a jurisdictional fight between the Bahamas and the U.S. We're trying to make sense of exactly why this roundabout in terms of his decision, which just last week he was adamant in testifying during his bail hearing that he would fight extradition hearing rather, but we're still trying to make sense. His lawyers have not specified exactly why this is, but one of his lawyers did say locally in the Bahamas last week that he would not just remain in prison waiting until the extradition hearing. So we're hoping that will be seen tomorrow during what is an appeal to his bail decision that came out of the magistrate's court here in Nassau last week, where we're hoping that this hearing will also clarify why the change of heart.
There were concerns that this could be dragged on if there was an attempt to block the extradition, but it sounds like it may not lead to that. But overall, the kind of dueling investigations by US authorities and Bahamian authorities into this case, has it hindered progress? What do we know about some of the difficulties in that?
Authorities in the Bahamas have said that particularly the lead liquidator, did say a couple weeks ago that he didn't have full visibility on some of the cyber-related documents that U.S. regulators had as it related to FTX. We know that the Bahamas Securities Commission, as well as the Financial Crimes Unit of the police here in the Bahamas, they do have an ongoing active investigation. The commission has said it does have full visibility, but particularly this bit about the cyber reports that the lead liquidator has not yet been able to fully have his eyes on is what we're learning is a part of the frustration in terms of how much the Bahamas is able to conclude before it brings its own charges. Sources also say that while extradition, in this case, it seems like it may not be as far away, though it will take some time at the very least, several weeks, maybe months, sources say. But it's still important to note that the Bahamas investigation is ongoing, and the authorities are making it clear that they will not stop questioning and probing until they have answers.